Nearly 100 people are confirmed dead in the fires on Maui. Residents, they want answers and they can use your help. You can make a Red Cross donation by scanning the QR code on your screen. Tonight, we start with the Sacramento family of 5 who spent 72 hours trying to escape the flames.
So it started off as a great vacation in Maui, our 10th year there, making memories with the family. And then just like that, things changed. High winds from Dora came in. We thought it was just, power outage. And then you look across the beach and see this in Lahaina, smoke, high winds, and something's not right. Next thing you know, there's lines, hundreds of people sitting in lines for hours, hoping to get some food, some water, just some basic essentials to get back to our hotel. And then we see this at 3:30 in the morning, and you know that it's time to run to shelter, because seeing that in the middle of the night is scary. More lines form in the Pili as we headed north to a shelter there. There were a few restaurants giving away free food, free acai bowls. Our daughter just kind of smiling, eating soup, not really understanding the devastation that's taking place just 3 miles south of us. An eerie feeling in the grocery stores as we head in there with no power. You can't get meat because it has already gone bad. And to add to that, gas stations not open, no gas. Others are just trying to find cell service. There are a few different spots here and there where cell service was spotty. And then we get a shuttle to the airport. Passing through Lahaina was surreal. Just ground zero. You can smell the smoke. You can hear people crying. This is something that I wish my family and I can erase from our memory. Just a city that we've made so many memories together, and to see it just gone is just absolutely heartbreaking. And to have our daughter at a shelter, kids at a shelter, so many great people there just trying to take care of you. You just can't believe that you're actually there, and you have become a displaced family just trying to get help. We've been so grateful to have friends that live there. They took us in on the other side of the island. They helped us, just get some food, get a shower. And in the end, we finally get a flight home, and you just feel relieved, but at the same time, you feel guilty that there are still others there just trying to make it.
You can literally hear the pain in his voice. Yeah. That's hard. Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods joins us now. And Monica, we want to talk to you because you spent the morning talking to this family that just shared their story.
Absolutely. Traveling with a family of 5 can be hectic. When the fires accelerated in Lahaina, the Cardenas family jumped to action, drawing on images and memories of California's most catastrophic wildfires.
It's actually a scout.
Now safely back in Sacramento, Anna, Angel, Ariana, Andres, and Chili reflecting on lessons from Lahaina.
So walk me through the day leading up to the fires.
So he woke up at about 7, went to Lahaina CrossFit to see if it was open. He came back about 25 minutes later and he said, power's out everywhere. And I tried to get gas, and no gas stations are open. We were on a quarter tank of gas at that point.
But the winds were more than concerning, at least for the Cardenases, who have witnessed how weather changes fire behavior. They were staying just 3 miles north of Lahaina, and during the day, instinct started kicking in.
It's very scary because you see the smoke coming up from Lahaina, and it's pretty scary at first.
Being from California, you see smoke, light switch goes on, something completely different can happen in the blink of an eye. But everyone else is just kind of, wandering around, no panic yet. And so that's when things got scary.
As the night progressed, how did you start to feel a shift in your intuition?
I'm thinking, living in California, fires happen, and I've heard stories. So we packed all of our bags, we put them in our rental car. Angel positioned the car so that we could get out very quickly if we needed to. We got water, we got some food, and then I started thinking of things we could even pack in the resort that we may need: a can opener, a knife, We had pillows ready so that when we ended up evacuating, we just grabbed all those things.
At one point, wondering if they were overreacting, but hearing locals talk about Lahaina being on fire was making the situation feel more real. Angel trying to stay calm, but Anna starting to feel the urgency to get out.
My mom was getting scared and saying that, no, he's a local, he knows what he's talking about. That's when I started getting scared, because when she gets scared, I know that's serious.
Knowing it may be too late waiting for a mandatory evacuation, they started a long 72 hours jumping from shelter to shelter and finding flights back for a family of 5. Finally getting back to California with lessons from Lahaina.
I will never have less than half a tank of gas in my car now, and having cash on you because they were only taking cash at stores and we had no cash.
And having a plan, especially if you get separated. But most of all, listening to your gut and following your instinct.
We've seen it way too many times here in California. People get stuck and too many people are trying to get out at the same time. And there's a traffic, issue and you can't get away. And that was in my mind the entire time, is we have to leave before it becomes a point where we can't.
And we've seen this time and time before.
Right.
GPS goes out, cell service is down. I mean, that is not the time to figure things out.
Right. Preparation is key. It remains the #1 message when dealing with dangerous fire weather. An added layer to California's preparation is alerting us to a particularly dangerous situation for red flag warnings. The National Weather Service fine-tuning the criteria when weather can accelerate fire growth at a rate that will be difficult to escape. And CAL FIRE offers this advice.
Listen for the high-low sirens. Heed any evacuation warnings or orders immediately. Your evacuation routes will be communicated from the agencies that do have plans already established for all regions throughout the North State.
So those evacuation routes will be broadcast over loudspeakers, on patrol cars, social media, television, and radio. Keep in mind, smoke and surrounding fire can make the situation even more chaotic and confusing. So having a plan and staying aware can help be the difference for survival. Sometimes visibility is just so poor, you really can't figure out where to go.
Oh, yeah. And Northern California saw a lot of these concerns, not only in the Camp Fire in Paradise, but now, unfortunately, in Maui. Monica, thank you so much.